Welcome back to Just the Facts, y'all. My name is Jimmy. Before we start, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, man, for more videos like this. But without further ado, let's get into it. Texas, quick little, I guess, review of the game. What I thought, what transpired in the game. Give a little bit of that, and in a couple of days from now, probably Thursday, I'll give out my preview and prediction for the game against Oklahoma State. Huge game next week. But as I refer to this game, man, Texas, man, wins. They beat Iowa State 24-21 in a game that was a lot closer than most people expected. I thought it was going to be close. You know, watching all these Texas channels and previews and predictions of the Iowa State game, people were saying like, "Oh, we're gonna blow them out. We're gonna win by 2, 3, 4 scores," and it was just gonna be like a stress-free win. And obviously, that's what we all want, but it didn't go out that way. I had my score prediction was actually, way closer than anyone else's. I had us winning 27-16, I believe. I knew it would be this type of game, man. I knew it would be a game where we come out sloppy, not looking sharp, like sleepwalking a little bit, and then Iowa State's executing because they're in desperation mode. They're coming in losing 3 straight, and they need to win bad to even keep their head above water in the Big 12. And that's exactly what happened. And even though I kind of predicted it, it still pissed me off that it happened. The miscues early on in the game. Yeah, we blocked the punt. Keelan Robinson, game ball, amazing. Blocks the punt, but we can't scoop and score it. We have to scoop and score that ball. Overshown and Anthony Cook, they're 2 veterans. They have to know how to communicate on that, man. And say, hey, I got it, or you got it. Go, I'll block you. I'll block for you. It's stuff like that we still have to figure out, but that's being nitpicky. Well, I guess not too nitpicky, because the game would have been totally different if that was a scoop and score. I think we would have blew them out if that was a scoop and score, because we still ended up getting the ball. Bird Auburn misses the field goal. It's 0-0. They ended up coming down. I don't think on that maybe on that next drive or the drive after that, they scored a touchdown, take the lead. So the game trajectory would have been totally different if it wasn't for that alone. So I just wanted to point that out. We had so many miscues in the game, on offense especially. Quinn missing that was egregious miss to Casey Kane. Speaking of Casey Kane, later on when Quinn actually put the ball on the money, Casey Kane drops it. Worthy might have had a drop in there somewhere. Quinn throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage, and he has to fall back on it. Defensive mistakes, leaving guys wide open in the end zone for a touchdown. Jalen Noel, I think, had a couple touchdowns. He had one where, Jalen Noel had 2 touchdowns. He had one where it was on the goal line, and Anthony Cook and it might have been Gilbo, or I'm not sure who it was. It was Anthony Cook and King Crawford, I believe. It was Anthony Cook and King Crawford. They didn't have good communication there. Lost Noel on the goal line touchdown. Then Noel had another long touchdown. Overall, there's a lot of stuff to clean up. We look very sloppy in the game. I want to say this though. I'm happy that we won. I'm glad that we won in the way that we won, because not even just last year. In previous years, we lose that game. Tell me if I'm lying. In previous seasons, we would have lost that game, no doubt. Especially last year. We're up 2 scores in the third quarter. We have a chance to put it away. We can't. That would have crushed us last year. That would have crushed us with Tom Herman. We would have ended up losing that game. They would have came down and scored and won the game. Hell, if this was last year, we would have gone down 14-0, and it would have been really bad at that point. but our guys kept playing. Our guys make plays now. Our guys step up to the plate when their name is called, and we took care of business when it was needed. Made plays when it was needed. Jalen Ford, shout out to him. Big interception in the end zone that changed the complexion of the game. Jalen Ford fumble recovery late in the game. Jalen Ford's been amazing this season, man. I just gotta give him all the credit in the world. He's been spectacular this season. Shout out to Anthony Cook making up for the blunder on the blocked punt with Overshown. He comes in, lays the boom 100 Deckers, obviously not targeting, although it did look like it in real time. In the replay, wasn't targeting at all. Knocks the ball out of Deckers, and we recover it. We win the game. So those are signs of growth, man. And then growth from the coaching staff, too. I talked about growth from the players just now. Growth from the coaching staff, too, to alter the game plan, to adjust the game plan. You know, the game plan in the beginning wasn't really working too much. We decided to be a run-heavy offense at that point. Let's just give Bijan and Roschon the ball, let them do their work, and let's win that way. And it worked. It worked. On our last scoring drive, the one where we ended up having a touchdown to Worthy, the rushing on that drive alone was absolutely amazing. We ran, on 4, 5, 6 straight plays, and they knew it was coming. They couldn't stop it. That's where I got to shout out the offensive line for being absolutely amazing, being physical, being, the ones being aggressive on the point of attack, and giving Bijan and Roschon that space to operate. And you see what they can do when they do get that space. So overall, not the greatest win optics-wise, but yes, a win is a win. I'll take it. And we can grow from this win. And I've seen growth. I've seen growth in this win. Now the adjustments that have to be made, the things that we have to be better at, is mainly defensively. I was not happy with the defense today. Oh, you had 21 points. It's how a lot of it looked. And I'll give Iowa State players their credit. Xavier Hutchinson, he's league bound. He's an NFL receiver right now. There were so many throws that Hunter Deckers would have overthrown on any other receiver, but Xavier Hutchinson goes and high points the ball. And I think I don't think it was Noah, but wide receiver 3, I think for Iowa State, made some great catches as well. I think number 14. What's his name here? Stanley. He made a couple great catches as well. Those guys were high pointing the ball. Deckers was like overthrowing, overshooting it, but those guys would just go up, make a play on the ball, come down with it. Absolutely amazing to see. Yeah, those guys made plays. I didn't like how we covered Hutchinson. Too much zone for my liking with a player like that, but I guess it didn't cost us the game, although it very well could have. So 10 for 154. He's the best receiver we're going to play this. He's the best receiver we have played so far, and he will be the best receiver we play this season. So how he played for that, I mean, for him being the best receiver we're going to play this season, give and take. Wish we played better, but at the end of the day, he's a very great player. We had the run game to absolutely nothing. Deckers was a leading rusher with 30 yards. So I just want to see the defense get a little bit more pressure. I thought we'd be able to get more pressure on Deckers, but that wasn't really the case, which is unfortunate. I would have liked to see us get more pressure on him, because early in the game when we did get pressure on him, he was rattled, his feet weren't set, and he looked just scared. But as the game went on, the pressure was less and less, and he was able to carve us up a little bit. Wasn't happy with that. Coverage was too soft for me, so Hopefully we clean up with that because Oklahoma State is where we're gonna have to go to next. I will have my preview and prediction ready for that later on this week. Y'all stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, y'all let me know how y'all think about this win, man. Um, is this a sign of growth for Texas? Is this something? Are you happy about this win? Are you, still pretty upset that we won in the fashion that we won, considering many people were saying that, oh, we're going to blow them out. Many people were confident that we were going to blow them out. I was like, no, not so fast. This is going to be a closer game than expected just because we're coming off although we shut them out, it was an emotional win versus Oklahoma. We're playing a not so good Iowa State team, but a desperate Iowa State team. We're at home at 11 a.m. kickoff. We're going to go out, get off to a sluggish start, and, that's what happened. But in most years, we end up losing this game. So that's the growth I see in this team, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this game, man, versus Iowa State. But with that being said, this is Jimmy from Just the Facts, and I'm signing out. Peace. Hook 'em.